Hey, my name is Felipe and welcome to my channel. In this video, we are going to work with optical character recognition using Python, OpenCV and EasyOCR. This is exactly what we will be able to do with today's tutorial. The idea is that we are going to take an image, any type of image containing text, and we are going to detect absolutely every single text in this image. And we're also going to do a very pretty drawing as the one I did in this picture, so this is going to be an ideal project for beginners in computer vision. And the best of all is that we are going to make this a very quick tutorial. We are going to complete this project in only a few minutes. So let's get started. So let's start working on today's tutorial, and this is exactly the pipeline in which we are going to be working today. You can see that this is a very quick 4 steps process. So we are going to complete this project. We are going to make this optical character recognition software up and running in only a few minutes following these 4 steps. Before starting with this tutorial, remember to install the project's requirements. These are the requirements, these are the libraries we are going to be using today. We're going to use EasyOCR, Matplotlib, and we are also going to use the headless version of OpenCV. So please remember to install these requirements before starting with this project. And also let me show you the data we are going to use in order to test this algorithm. You can see that these are 3 images I have prepared, and each one of these images contain a text that we will try to read with today's tutorial, with today's algorithm. So let's start working on this project. We don't really have too much time today because we want to make it a very quick tutorial. So I'm going to import CV2, and I'm also going to import EasyOCR, and let's also import matplotlib.pyplot as PLT, right? These are the 3 libraries we are going to use today. So the first step is to read an image, and I'm going to make this project up and running with one of these 3 images, and then I'm just going to show you how it works with the remaining 2 at the end of this tutorial. But for now, let's just make everything up and running with one of these 3 images. So I'm going to select this one, and this is how I'm going to do. I'm going to find the image path like this, and then I'm going to read this image using CV2, and I'm going to name this object image. Okay, so we have completed the first step in our process. We are one step closer to complete this optical character recognition algorithm. Let's move to the next step. And now we have to create an instance of the text detector technology we are going to use in order to read the text from our images. And this is how we are going to do. We are going to name it reader, and reader will be EasyOCR.reader, and we need to input the language in which we want to create this reader, in which we want to create an instance of this reader. And then I am going to set another flag, which is GPU, and I'm going to set it in false. And this is because I don't have a GPU in my local computer. I'm running this algorithm on my local computer, and I need to set this flag in false. If I'm not mistaken, false is the default value, so even if I don't do anything, this is not absolutely needed, but I'm just going to do it in order to show you. And now we have to detect the text on the image we have read from our computer, right? And this is how we are going to do it. We are going to use reader.readText, and we are going to input the image from which we want to read the text, and we're going to name this object text. Okay, and now let's see what's the structure for text. Let's see exactly what we are reading. So we are going to print text, and let's see what happens. I'm going to execute this code. You can see I'm getting this message because I don't have a GPU in my computer, and it's telling me, hey, if you run this code in a GPU, it's going to be much faster. But yeah, what can I do? And you can see that this is the output we are getting. And in order to make it a little more clean, what I'm going to do is to iterate, and I'm going to say something like for t in text, print t. And I'm going to print exactly the same values, but everything is going to look much prettier. And you can see that we are getting 3 lines, and if I show you the image again, you can see that we are reading exactly the value for this image, right? We are reading road closed to all pedestrian and bike use. So we are reading exactly the value in this image. We are reading exactly the text. So everything seems to be going okay. And if you look at the structure for each one of these lines, for each one of these objects, you can see that we are getting something that looks like a bounding box. Then we are getting text, and then we are getting a float, right? We are getting a float value. And this is how we are going to unwrap each one of these lines. We are going to say T will be, I'm going to hide this thing, and I'm going to say T will be equal to bounding box, text, and score, right? And this will be T. I am just going to call this text underscore, so I don't have any problem having those two objects with the same value, with the same name. So this is pretty much all. We are unwrapping all the information, and all we have to do now is to draw the bounding box and the text on top of the image. So we are almost there. We are almost there. And this is how we are going to do it. I'm going to put this 4 here. And we are going to, I'm just going to print T, because it's going to be better if we can just print T at every execution. And then I am going to call CV2 rectangle. I'm going to input my image, and then remember that this is a bounding box, and I'm just going to execute it again so we can remember how it looks like. Remember that the bounding box are something like 4 items, and each one of these items is the X and the Y coordinate. So this is an X coordinate, this is a Y coordinate, and so on, X and Y, X and Y, and X and Y. And these 4 items are the 4 corners of the rectangle which contains the text. And if we want to draw this rectangle, we need the upper left corner and the bottom right corner. And this, the first element is the the third element is the upper left corner, and the third element is the bottom right corner. So this is exactly what we will use. We will call bounding box 0, which is the first element, and then the bottom right corner is bounding box 2, which is the third element. Okay, and that's pretty much all for the bounding box location. And now we have to choose a color, which I'm going to set in green, and then a thickness value, which I'm going to set in 5. And for now, that's going to be all. Let's draw the text in the next iteration. Let's do it in a few minutes. But for now, let's see how this looks like. So I'm going to call plt.imshow image, and then plt.show. And let's see what happens. We have to wait a few minutes, and we don't really need to see the print. Now we want to see the image. And you can see that we are getting something. Everything seems to be okay, but this is not in the color space we were expecting. And this is because we are using matplotlib. And remember that when we are plotting an image using matplotlib, we need to convert this image from BGR into RGB. So we need to say something like color BGR to RGB. Okay, and now everything will be okay. So we have to wait a few seconds, and you can see that now we are getting exactly what we should be getting, right? We are getting the bounding box which are drawn on top of the image, and this image looks exactly the one I showed you in my computer. So everything seems to be okay. Everything seems to be going super well, and this is pretty much all for the bounding box drawing. Now we also need to draw the text, and this is how we are going to do it. We are going to call cv2 put text. We need to input the image and also the text we want to draw, which is text and then the location. And we are going to draw this text in the upper left corner. So this is the upper left corner. Then I need to specify a font. This is the font I want for my text. And then the size, I'm going to set it in 1. And the color, I'm going to set it in blue. So this is 255, 0 and 0. And then the thickness value will be 1, 2. We will adjust these two values, but for now, let's just put the text like this. Let's just draw the text like this. And in a few seconds, we are going to adjust it. But let's see what happens. Let's see how this text is drawn on top of the image. Let's see if everything is going well. You can see that everything seems to be going well because we are definitely able to draw the text as we were intending to do. But let's do it a little nicer, and I'm going to set this value in 0.65 because I have been doing some tests already and I see this value is a good value, and we are going to set this value in 2. And let's see now. And you can see that now we are plotting the text on top of the image and it looks a little nicer. So we are detecting exactly the value for this text. We are getting road closed to all pedestrian and bike use. We are decoding, we are extracting exactly the value for this text. So everything seems to be working super fine. And this will be all for this image. Now let me show you how this pipeline works with the other two images, because you can notice that we have already completed this tutorial. We have already completed this pipeline. So the only thing I'm going to do now is to show you how this works with the other two images. And this is how it works. So I'm going to load the second test image now. Remember this image, this is how it looks like, right? We have this text. And let's see what's the text we are detecting. Okay, so you can see that we are definitely detecting all the text. We are getting a $5 fee per usage for non-members, sign harbor supervisor. So we are definitely detecting all the text, but we are still getting some noise over here. We are still reading some signs, we are reading some stuff which is in the background. So what we are going to do in order to fix this issue is that we are only going to draw a rectangle and to put the text on top of the image if the confidence value is greater than a given threshold we will define, right? If the confidence value is greater than a given threshold, then we will draw the rectangle and we will draw the text. And in any other case, we will not do it. And in order to set this threshold, I have been doing some tests already, and I noticed that 0.25 is a good value. Ideally, we will want to set this threshold in an even higher value. Ideally, the threshold will be something like, I don't know, 80% or maybe 70% at the very least. I mean, we should not be setting this threshold at this value because this is a very low value, but it doesn't matter. For now, let's just do it like this, and this will work just fine. Remember that the idea for today's tutorial is to make a very quick, very short tutorial on optical character recognition, on to give you like the foundations, the basics you need in order to understand this technology. Obviously, we are not doing a very comprehensive tutorial. We are not going super deep into building an OCR, because obviously there are many other things we could do in order to improve this detection, in order to improve the confidence value with which we are detecting all of these different bounding boxes, right? We could be doing many different things, and we are not doing anything today because the idea is to make a very quick, very short tutorial. So anyway, we are getting a perfect detection. Now we have fixed this noise we were detecting in the background, and we are detecting an absolutely perfect detection. So let's move to the last image in our example, which is test 3. Let's remember how test 3 looks like. This is how it looks like. So it's a social distancing sign, something like that. And let's see if we can detect exactly all the text in this image. Let's just leave it like this over here. And I'm going to enlarge this image, and you can see that we are getting exactly exactly all the text as we should be getting it, as we are expecting it. We are reading cautious, then maintain, social, distancing at least 6 feet, and distance from others. We are reading exactly the value in each one of these bounding boxes. So everything seems to be working fine in this image as well, and this will be pretty much all for this tutorial. So this is going to be all for today. If you enjoyed this video, I invite you to click the like button, and I also invite you to tell me what you think about this video in the comments below. My name is Felipe, I'm a computer vision engineer, and in this channel I make tutorials, coding tutorials, which are exactly like this one, and I also share my resources and my experience as a computer vision developer. So if these are the type of videos you're into, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. This is going to be all for today, and see you on the next video.